If you object to the House GOP plan or to other Republican plans, then you must come forward with your own honest plan to prevent financial catastrophe and create a more prosperous future.
That was Senator Jeff Sessions challenging Democrats on the budget. His point, if the Democrats are going to vilify Representative Paul Ryan's plan to curb entitlements and balance the budget, then they should come up with some kind of alternative. But that's not going to happen. Instead, Democrats are resorting to the same kind of scare tactics that we're familiar with, like the ad throwing grandma off the cliff and refusing to release a budget of their own. One congressman trying to break the gridlock is Republican Representative Adam Kinzinger of Illinois. So first of all, Congressman, is there any plan at all on entitlements? So far, the only thing I've heard from Democrats is Harry Reid saying we don't have to worry about it for 40 years.
Yeah, I think it's incredible. I mean, the big key is it's been 755 days since Senate Democrats have passed the budget. And look, this is something we're supposed to do every year. We have a responsibility out here, responsibility to pass a budget. And, you know, look, we have a serious financial crisis in this country. We put forward a plan to deal with it. If you don't agree with it, that's fine, but put forward an alternative and let's have a debate. We can't have a discussion about this without the other side saying what their plan is. We're staring a crisis in the face. We have to do something.
All right, but the big question right now is whether Republicans are getting cold feet in supporting the Ryan plan. There's some people like Dave Camp, the Republican chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, who's begun to say some things about the Ryan plan or suggesting that the Ryan plan is not the way to go.
Well, I can't speak for everybody, but what I can say is, look, House Republicans were basically united in putting forward this plan. We've said we are looking at, look, Medicare, if you want Medicare to go away, then just don't do anything, because it's going to go away on its own. But we're looking at a way to reform and save it. If you're 55 and older, you're on the same plan. If you're younger than that, we're going to look at a way to save it so that you have it in the future. We're putting forward a plan, but again, this has turned into this cycle that we've had for the last number of years where you just demonize the other side. And that's why myself and a group of freshmen came forward and called on the president and, frankly, all Democrats and Republicans to hit the reset button. Hit the reset button. We did it. You know, we do it on foreign policy. Let's do it on domestic policy. Hit the reset button. Let's have discussions. But we're just back into this circle of vilify and demonize.
Well, but
and I think
if Republicans don't get together, though, in a real strong fashion to come up against the battle or the rhetoric they're hearing from the other side, like grandma is going to be thrown over the cliff tomorrow, there is going to be problems. Already the polls show that most Americans say we can move to a balanced budget without touching entitlements. That's a majority of Americans now. It's going to take a concerted effort on your part to change their mind.
Well, I think you said it perfectly. People send us out to Washington, D.C. not to follow polls, but to lead. And so that's what we're doing. We make tough decisions. Look, voting for the Ryan plan is not an easy vote to make, but it's good leadership, and it's how we're going to get this country on the path to fiscal solvency again, and ultimately how we're going to restore people's confidence in the economy and get people to work. Jobs, jobs, jobs. That's the #1 message. That's what we absolutely have to do. And when we're staring a fiscal crisis in the face, you have business owners that are scared to death to invest in the future, and we find ourselves in a stalemate.
By the way, I got to ask you about your home state. I know you represent the country in the House of Representatives, but Illinois is doing things exactly the opposite of the way that you suggest they should be done in order to create more jobs. Is it a relic? Is Illinois a relic of the way things were? Is it going to change? And if enough states do what Illinois does, it doesn't matter what you guys in Congress do.
You know, look, one of the important things, you know, out here we're one piece of this job creation puzzle, which is get the government out of the way so the small business can create jobs. Illinois has done it wrong. We've raised taxes. We've created a tough regulatory environment. We have a lot of work to do in Illinois, and, you know, that's what we're going to continue as we go forward to get that message out to the people of Illinois. Look, they did it in Michigan. They woke up and they said, we have to change the way we're doing business. Same with New Jersey. It's happening around the country. Illinois is a little slow behind, but we gained a net of 4 House seats in 2010. So I think the people of Illinois are really waking up to what we need to do.
Is the evidence in our voters who voted Democratic the last time, who said, you know, we're going to give the governor and legislator a chance to raise taxes and see how that happens? Is there enough evidence that jobs have left the state that maybe that experiment has failed?
You know, every day we hear about a new big company that's looking at leaving Illinois, every day. And I was talking to a town hall meeting and I said, wouldn't it be nice to, for once, hear about a company that's looking to relocate into Illinois. Indiana gets it all the time. They get a lot of new business. South Carolina, Texas, all these places are getting business because they have a good business environment. Illinois isn't. We can restore that, though, in Illinois, and we will.
Congressman Adam Kinzinger, good to see you, Congressman. Thanks for coming in.
Great to be here again. Thanks a lot.
Coming up on deck, which public figure has this in common with Rocky?